presence. Some men are driven to madness, some women succumb to hysteria, and others develop secret habits that destroy their minds. Despite this, silence prevails as if there is nothing to desire or fear. A few succeed in suppressing or sublimating this instinct, while others let it consume them, turning it into an inner demon. It dominates their thoughts and dreams, occasionally lying dormant only to resurface with greater harm and danger. Some, particularly the young, believe the fervor of youth is a form of rebellion against civilization, and that strict separation between genders can mitigate its risks. However, modern psychology confirms that repressing sexual emotions often leads to severe neurotic and psychological disorders, though certain forms of suppression can elevate and refine a person, as we shall see later. The intensity of this instinct is not due to rebellion against civilization. A mere glance at living beings reveals nature's meticulous care for reproduction. The female is prepared to attract the male, and the male is armed with a lure to draw the female. This very instinct is the origin of the invention of sound and language, just as it is the foundation of family and social life, and the essence of beauty. Animals developed vocal organs solely to attract the opposite sex, and their sense of beauty arose to enchant the female with the male and vice versa. From sound emerged language, from love emerged family, and from family emerged society. For this reason, Freud was not far from the truth when he claimed that nearly all our dreams trace back to this sexual instinct, not merely in its raw form, but also in its refined and elevated manifestations. Despite our collective agreement to remain silent and cautious on this subject, we continue to witness events that remind us of its power. A young man driven to madness by secret habits, a girl afflicted with incurable hysteria, or a tragic crime where a husband or lover commits murder, all stem from this instinct. On October 18, 1927, a young woman killed all 7 members of her family because they prevented her from marrying. The report concluded, a spinster murdered her 4 brothers, 2 sisters, and mother due to their strict control over her. They repeatedly rejected her suitors, claiming they were unworthy. Seeing no escape, she made her family the sacrifice to gain her freedom. Such news forces us to acknowledge the immense force and persistence of this instinct. Civilization bears part of the blame for this suffering, as it delays marriage until after 30 or 40, even though this instinct peaks in our societies between the ages of 15 and 25. These years become a torment for the youth, some succumb to their struggles, some sublimate their passions into service for a cause, but few escape without deep or shallow scars on their minds. You may find a young man unable to focus on his studies because his thoughts wander uncontrollably, all of them sexual. Another lacks the stamina for work because this instinct has become a repressed force in his subconscious, clashing with his conscious mind. It may take obscure forms, leaving him unaware of its true nature, only deepening his confusion. And you may encounter a man with terrifying nervous tension, trace it back, and you will find its roots here.